Yes, yes, yes. We are back with the Danger Zone podcast. We missed you for a week, but we are back with Mr. DL.
Chef Tanya Nicole.
And
Big Shook. Big Shook, baby.
All right, so what's going on this week? What we got going on?
Oh, man. I mean, nothing in particular, as we know, it's been a lot with this P. Diddy story. First and foremost on you guys, I'm just asking, I'm sure you saw the video of the assault and what have you.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as that, so on what has transpired from that point and seeing that, what was kind of like your take on that?
Well, my take on it is Puff Daddy is a big liar because for the last however many months or weeks it's been, I didn't do anything. I've done nothing wrong. I didn't do anything. Nothing. I did nothing wrong. This is a witch hunt. I didn't do shit. And then the video comes out and then he goes on with his fake ass apology, apologizing for it. But why didn't you apologize for it? You should have said this. Hey, I didn't do all this sex trafficking, but I did hit my girlfriend one time and it was on camera. I feel really bad about it. Not wait until it comes out and then be like, oh, yeah, I feel bad.
Apologizing after the fact.
Exactly.
So, because with me, right, so this is how I looked at it. So, first of all, I could never say or never agree with pounding out women like that.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, there's so many dudes also too in the industry and that around in the life that do the same thing. You know what I mean? We just don't know about it, and they carry on. Unfortunately, I even grew up in a household where my pops was kind of abusive like that. We never saw it. We just know it was going down. You know what I mean? And you could see how a person could. Everybody loved him though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking as my father, you can see how people have that other side of the face amongst people, but the reality is that shit there. One thing they compare it to is if you guys saw the video of Ray Rice and his wife
in the elevator, right?
Right. So he punched his wife out, knocked her out. Well, she wasn't his wife at the time. Knocked her out, dragged her out of the thing. We all saw that.
Wait, so she became his wife after that?
Right. So literally. So
get that shovel.
This is my take, with that part. So we all seen that. He was terrible. He's lost his career in the NFL.
Yeah.
Married her. Time went by. He did a lot of treatment and speaking and them together and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas now he's embraced. Now he works in the football field again and all that.
Bruh.
And does what he does. So that's what I'm saying. So no matter what you're trying to hide or sweep under the rug, like that in this world, especially depending on what, the people are going to give you, they're going to forgive you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the way I look at it too was people say, well, he didn't, he said, apologize and whatever because the video came out. So I feel like you did that video because you kind of seemed like you had to.
Yeah.
I mean, when they saw it, but as far as apologizing, me personally, I felt like, and the apology itself, trying to tell the people, explain your part of it, is the whack part. But I also seen the sincerity part, and that part of it, not what you did, because what you're basically apologizing with us is that you fucked up, and everybody's seen you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not apologizing to her, to us. It's like he's apologizing to the people.
He's apologizing for getting caught.
As far as apologizing to her, so I can't really comment on that. We don't know because he paid that, first of all.
Yeah.
And second of all, so we don't know if there was apology there anyway. So I can't say that. But I don't know. So do you even have a conspiracy about certain things?
Nah.
How they fell out? Because I do.
Oh, really? Do I have a conspiracy? Do I think Puff Daddy was probably doing all this stuff? I do. No, so what's the conspiracy? I'm interested in that.
I mean, I think honestly, a lot of a lot of things are coming out now, like different videos, like whether it's, Kevin Hart or Justin Bieber or
The Beeps?
the little girl that he adopted. Like, if you watch these videos, maybe at the time, because you're not looking for that, you just be like, this is a weird video, or something's off here, or something feels weird. But now, when you have information and you're looking at it in another light, it's almost like you are looking for that, right? So now all these videos, these random videos are starting to pop up about situations where, again, it doesn't look good. Like, the situation just doesn't look good. And obviously that one for Cassie, that one is not about it not looking good. Yeah. That's just straight wrong. That should have never happened.
Yeah.
Like,
but what did she say?
He kicked her like 3 times. Like, it was just some. It was just some really hard to watch stuff. It was.
So what's the conspiracy theory?
I'm gonna tell you, but here's the. Are you familiar with the football player? Not the elevator one. The other dude, I think it was Jamal Charles, if I'm not mistaken.
Did we
in
talk?
The hallway, same hotel hallway situation.
Oh shit!
Kind of pushed the chick over, kicked her a couple of times, and he was suspended for a while. But he's been playing back in the league for about 3 years now. After that, right? Joe Mixon. I don't know what the case was. Another football player. He walked out of the bar. Some white woman said something to her. He came back in. Knocked her out, knocked her out. This is all on film. He was suspended for a year in school, did what he had to do. Then he went on to play. He's in the league now still. So what I'm saying is people be forgiving stuff if people make the right decisions and moves after that. But when it comes to Puff, this is my situation. This is how I look at it. Number one, somebody could add that they could have, when they went in his house and raided everything, they couldn't find other shit they might have thought they were looking for or whatever. But they did have that tape right there. So I think one situation could be, listen, you give us the rest of what you got, but we're just going to let this out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing with me. Another thing is someone obtained it from him. Excuse me. And probably asked for an exorbitant amount of money. Probably try to blackmail him, like, listen, you don't pay me this 2 billion, 2 million, whatever, I'm putting this out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I like the theory about them possibly finding that when they went in this spot, because I could see it being like, yo, I know you got some other things. And I feel like he might have things on powerful people. You know what I mean? He might be footage on some shit.
Well, there was a footage of Diddy and Kevin Hart throwing a party, and Diddy made an announcement, and he said, if you're not Sean Combs, you got to take your hat off. You can't be wearing your hat in my house. That's disrespectful. Now, yes, that could be because it is disrespectful to wear a hat in a house. Or it could also be, I got a lot of cameras up in this house, and if I'm going to use my power over you, right, I want to make sure that you're on camera and we can see you clearly. Like, you could literally make a conspiracy theory out of kind of like anything, really. But both of those are a possibility.
Everything becomes this conspiracy theory. This is what I think happened. This is my conspiracy theory. Puff Daddy and her got in a fight. She said some wild shit that hurt him to the core. Not
an excuse.
No, I'm not saying it's no excuse. And she stormed out of the room, and then he thought about what she said for about 15 seconds, and then he chased after her, beat her ass, waddled down to the hotel lobby and said, can I speak to the manager? And the manager said, oh, hi, Mr. Combs. Hi, Mr. Combs. How you doing, Mr. Combs? He goes, hey, here's a couple $100,000. You didn't see anything. And that guy took the money, saved the footage, and then now 8 years later has come out and said, oh, look, now's the perfect time to sell this to CNN.
Also a possibility. But I think that scenario played a little bit differently. I think the way it worked out is maybe they got into a fight, but he was obviously in the shower or something. He was not disposed. And she was like, I am sick of this shit. I'm getting my bags, because she had a bunch of bags with her. She's like, I'm getting my bags and I'm getting the hell out of here.
I don't know.
And he was probably yelling for her or something, and he didn't realize she was there no more. And then he came and chased her.
You know, here's another thing. He could have been passed out, because if you listen to the stories, the motherfuckers always seem to be in their towels.
Yeah.
If you hear the story about Ja Rule and him coming to him and Ja Rule coming
the danger zone.
Him and Ja Rule.
That is not that we do not have that information. The danger zone.
You know, like there was a story about him and Ja Rule coming to the door, sweaty with towels on. Yeah, now, they could have been in there partying with chicks, but I'm saying that was the same scenario.
100%.
The thing is, though,
or they could have been doing some other things.
Yeah, they were probably doing other
He
things.
knows what they
danger
have.
Zone.
He's aware of what they have, what they don't have. Trust me, and I think they probably have less than what people think about him. Because, so look.
I think I would be more worried about not necessarily what the government has on me. I'd be more worried about what other people, artists, whatever in the industry have on me.
If those artists have it, the government has it. So the government's going to get it.
The way he apologized like that, I'm sure he's aware of what's going on around him. And I don't really think that they have as much on him as people might think. You know what I mean?
Maybe not, but don't you think that even if it doesn't come to fruition like you're saying, you know, don't you think it's gonna, at the end of the day, like public opinion has been soured?
Well, I mean that's mad obvious though. Like we know that. Like you know that. Like you know. Like you lost like about.
Meaning,
12,
like, do you think
15.
that's gonna continue? Like Big Shug, like if they don't come out with some major charges like we're thinking. Do you think that it's going to shift again?
Go ahead, answer.
Do you think it's going to shift again?
Well, I feel like say this is really the extent. Just say that, right? I'd say give it about 5-6 years. He'll be in the graces. He'll be in the good graces with people.
So we forget that Puff Daddy's been surrounded with scandal his entire career, whether they're conspiracy theories or not. I personally don't. I think Tupac Shakur got killed because he was playing gangster, went and beat up a gangster, and the gangster killed him. But the internet tells Puff Daddy had something to do with it. Puff Daddy had to do with the Biggie murder. Puff Daddy really shot the guy in the club with Shine. People. No, I'm not saying any of it's true or false. I'm just saying. I'm
agreeing more with what you're saying.
Yeah. People have been saying bad things about him for a long time. I don't know if he comes back from that videotape. I don't know.
Hey,
we'll see.
Listen. My man, not my man, but the dude punched his wife out and married her, and he's working.
Yeah, but
in the same same field and all that.
That's true. That's true. But did he go on a global press release tour saying I never did anything wrong? Wasn't me. I didn't do anything to Cassie.
But listen. Here's the thing. Before they seen that film, he was probably denying that there was any drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He denied that.
Facts.
Like he denied that for sure. That's why, like that's You know, so the thing is too, like first of all, I believe, man, R. Kelly, if he got out of jail next year, and 2 years, probably even next year, but 2 years, his ass to do a tour and motherfuckers are gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you.
I think someone's always gonna go to.
Yeah. I think R. Kelly could do a tour right now. They could be like, all right, he 100% did it. We're gonna let him out for the weekend. That show's gonna sell out.
Sell out. That's crazy because see, that's what it is. The world we live in, man. It's like, first of all, like these young dudes. A few years back, these young dudes, white dudes, was just looking around for somebody to kill. Right? They just said, I hate to laugh because that shit sounds crazy as hell, but this is what they were actually doing. Let's kill somebody. So they go to this house. Well, I think it was a professor and his wife, or 2 retired teachers or something. They enter the place and kill both of them. Yeah. Now, these kids is juveniles. Like, I want to say they was 15, 16. I'm sure you might have heard of it when it happened. And now one dude just got out. You know what I mean? And he's not very old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was a juvenile when that shit happened. So he's gonna be back out here in life.
What
and
a relationship you have to have with somebody, a trusting relationship you have to have with someone to say, hey, let's go murder some random people.
Kill him.
You know what I'm saying? Because most people would be like, what'd you say? Like, oh, I was joking. I was just joking.
I was just testing you.
Yeah,
let me
so
tell you.
No, that's true.
Let me
Because
tell you, I ran around on some rah-rah shit growing up and all that. You know, some real rah-rah. Right, real rah-rah. And when things was mentioned on that level or whatever, I always knew already what time was like, okay, this motherfucker's little tapped. You know what I'm saying? this motherfucker's
tapped out.
We're young as shit, and what this dude's talking about is wild. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess no matter all the things that I might have been involved in or whatever, there was a certain level of knowing, like, man, we was kids, young and teenage, whatever, but I know that this dude was tight. And it went on to fruition. It came into fruition later on about some of these guys. But here's the thing too. So Puff Daddy making that apology, right? So like I said, he was solemn, you know, to the point. It looked like he was somewhere he probably was on an island. You know what I mean? That shit looked like some Gilligan shit behind him.
Yeah.
Right? But he's chilling. So he's not in jail. They're not threatening him to be in jail, whatever. Now you go to R. Kelly, who knew all the walls were closing in for real, right? And he goes and becomes dramatic on some stupid ass TV show with Gail. You know what I mean? Like where you're forever memed out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how can I hog tie? I don't know how to hog tie. My life. I'm just saying that was some shit like you killing me out of it. That shit was like, yo, that wasn't. Bruh. See now Puff Daddy got on that thing and he's like, bang, bang. Man, I don't know what y'all trying to say about me. I'm not that. Yo, motherfuckers know certain shit about you. Even the fans.
Yeah.
People watch making the band.
It's probably being that
like
famous.
People watch like you was clowning motherfuckers and yelling at people and people seen you do that. So that's how they run with that type.
They know
shit.
that you're capable of a certain amount of things because you've allowed, you know, the public into your life in that sense.
When somebody does something, right, and they're watching it, and then someone says, man, he do that to me, I'll slap the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, you know that's some whack ass shit they doing. So we all know. Like, no matter Russell Simmons, anybody who has said something about, we never saw these people behave in that way. Like Puff Daddy, we seen him behave that. Now, me personally, when I saw him, it was always peace. So I never really seen none of that. You know what I mean? Because, trust me, believe it or not.
You didn't see Puffy in a towel, actually?
Nah, but I never.
He's like, nah.
I don't even be in the steam room. I don't even be in a steam room with chumps.
I wear a snowsuit in the steam room.
Yo, I got in a hot tub. Let me tell you, I was in Germany. It was 2 hot tubs, big as hell, right? I'm in one for Dolomite. I'm like, yeah, you know, that shit had me like,
yeah, who's gonna contest that to Big Shug? I mean? Like, you know what? I'm gonna go in this other one.
So check this out. I'm in the one for Dolo, a nice big. I fell asleep though. I blanked out a little bit. So the chump that was in the other one next to me, I woke up and he was in the one that I'm in. Right?
Someone's making a move.
You passed out in there?
Yeah, my eye. I'm saying I was
like
on some shit like
water, and then like you just your muscles kind of just relax. Right? Oh yeah, 100%.
People
do drown in
Hey, that was that young shit. Yeah, smoke some weed, take in the hot tub. So boom, your man gets in.
Hot tubs.
I kind of wake up, and I say, "Yo, the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!" Like how big this goddamn tubs are. Like you stayed in that one. You didn't have to come over here. What you thought? Yeah. So I straightened them out. You speak no English, but just think like any of that shit. So yo. I'm in this steam shit with pools and shit over in Europe somewhere, I forget, but it looks like it's dope. It's all stones and shit and pools and steam. It's like some exotic kind of like different shit, right? Then I go in, I take me a little dip in the pool, which is really on the wall now, but I take a dip in the pool, right? and swim a little bit, whatever. Then I got out the pool, the little thing, and everybody was naked. You know what I mean? I said, so I see one dude first. I said, yo, put some fucking clothes on. Like, they don't even speak English. But as I'm telling motherfuckers, yo, what the fuck you doing? They all putting their little towels and shit on right.
Yeah, because like in Europe,
they shamed them.
Yeah, he body shamed them. Basically, that's what
Hey,
Big Shook did
did I
because he
really
was
American
uncomfortable. He was like,
realized-
"Listen, I'm the only one with pants on. Everybody got to put their pants on. We're not doing
I
this."
realized this is what they do.
Yeah,
at this shit.
both. Even
So
the woman's
I found
side, from what I hear, Big Shook from my
But
girlfriends,
you wasn't gonna be running around.
it's like that on the
bull
woman's side
style.
too. They be free.
But hey, I
What's-
don't know how to hard time people.
He was like, "Respect my authority."
So what do you think about this fucking I guess it's
Oh, boy.
the Diddy version of the Danger Zone podcast today. 50 Cent just
Oh, yeah.
just sold his Diddy documentary to Netflix. There was a bidding war in Hollywood.
Oh boy.
And Netflix one says 50 Cent's bombshell documentary on P. Diddy is heading to streaming as more and more people speak about the Cassie
Being bruised.
being bruised. I don't know why it's in quotations, but says yeah, it says that TMZ broke the news and that so that's like, it sounds like it's already done.
Yeah.
So that might come out that might come out real soon. If Netflix is smart, they drop that right now.
Before the tides
wow,
change.
man.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about 50 Cent trolling the hell out of Puff Daddy? Like, do you think
I mean, we know he's he's a troll master. You know what I mean? But
so?
with that, something like there must be some legitimacy to the documentary for someone to want to buy it.
Yeah.
Now, if it was some clown, like listen,
Think about documentaries. Is a documentary, they're protected under the law. Basically, you can make a documentary about me, how I grew up in China or something.
Bang bang! China is asshole.
But you
Oh
can't,
boy, the danger zone.
but yo,
But if
So
it's
listen.
not real, it doesn't mean it's not a documentary. If that
I
makes
hate
sense.
bringing it. I hate bringing to this, but they did. I'm sure they didn't agree. So
Yeah.
when it was the scandal, and with the priest, Catholic priest, and I'm going to say not all of them because we know it's not all of them, but there was that sex scam, scandal. That shit got scandalous and wild. So then they did a documentary, and then that's how I found out about dudes were going to Thailand. On that sex slave shit with whatever, and
Yep.
it was just crazy. But they was filming these dudes get off the plane and going to these little brothels. You know what I'm saying? And have, like with little boys or whatever it was. It was so fucked up because it was like, wow. They didn't say, hey, someone came up to them and said, hey, let's do a documentary
Yeah.
of you're doing this. Nah, them motherfuckers had that documentary.
Yeah, you're
And
protected.
I was like, wow.
You're protected.
You know what I
on
mean?
that. So if you ever want to
I mean,
slander,
I look at that.
if you ever want to slander anyone,
Hey, all
just
I
make a
know is
documentary.
this. All I know is this, man. I don't know how to hard time people know. Hey, yo, you killing me with this shit, yo.
So
Hey, you know what's funny, though? I have to say the memes is funny as fuck, though, because that New Jack City one, did you peep that?
yeah,
When Pete, they got him over, what's his name? Wesley Snipes, he got P. Diddy's face on him. And then Ice-T, Jay-Z is on that face. That shit is crazy, man. People come up with this shit, man. I tell you, boy. But, hey, at the end of the day, if there's victims, there's victims.
I think at the end
But
of the
I'm not
day, 50 Cent doesn't think he has any skeletons in his closet. The way he,
Well, you know what?
the
Way he moves.
the way he constantly goes at people like, "Oh my God, I hope there's nothing in there, bro, because
Hey,
it's gonna be bad."
You know what?
Or maybe
So what
everything
you
that
just
he
said-
has done, he makes sure is already out.
Yeah.
Hey, what you just said, DL. So, believe it or not, some of the things people have done, whatever, they really don't have them kind of skeleton. If
Yeah.
you kind of know, like me, if anybody was to say anything that was crazy, whatever, I know they just came up with it. As far as everything else, like it's pretty much an open book. I did my hustle, I did my thing, whatever. I was addicted to shit. I went through my shit, but that little shit where you're sitting there like, damn, hope nobody ever says that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
first of all, what it comes down to for somebody like P. Diddy and others that are like that, and even people that are out of the entertainment world that carry on it that way. It's a misuse. It's an abuse of power. You misused your power. You got abusive. Your ego got crazy, and you just like. I remember being a person who was a drug dealer, right? And people would want to do anything, like to get some shit from. You know, I'm talking about motherfuckers. Go to the store, it's pouring like a motherfucker. Go up there into the store and get me this, and it better not be wet when you come back. Stupid shit like that. Or women wanting to do whatever favors with you for that, which was something that I never entertained at all. But the fact is, some dudes would.
Do the favors.
So therefore, that's what I mean. That's that same power. Like, yo, you're using that power of drugs, like to manipulate people and control people. And so these dudes have the power of money. When they misuse that shit and they like, you know, because you got some people when they gonna do
And
stupid
not only
shit.
money, but like entertainment industry, like power to make you or break you, you know, put in a good word for you or be like, yo, this artist is garbage, or the way they work, or, you know, you can use that in so many ways.
And it's crazy. Think about money, man. When people have been touched and they want to tell you 20 years later that they got raped by so-and-so. But when it happened, and then they tore you off that money or whatever, they gave you the money, whatever, you let it ride like that. You know what I mean? Now, years later, you want to bring it up, but that's what shows you that power of that. Like, yo, this really happened to you, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? We can get $1 million from dude, and then you gonna be good or what? All right. Or
you're gonna be rich, but you're gonna be fucked up in the head.
Remember the Monica Swalowski? I mean, the Monica Lewinsky, right?
Yeah.
She had the skeet on her dress, and the other older woman
the danger
says,
zone.
the older woman tells her, keep that dress, right? She about to throw it away. She said, no, keep that. You know, and then at the end of the day, we know how that plays itself out.
She's like, keep that. DNA's about to be invented.
You know what I mean?
It was around, but it wasn't like, put it like this: when Jurassic Park came out, people thought like that shit was like there was science fiction, but the science in Jurassic Park, they were like, oh, these people are talking crazy. I'm like, nah, they can do that right now. They're just not legally not able to. But I guarantee you, there's dinosaurs somewhere, straight up. There's a woolly mammoth in some laboratory. I tell you what.
Oh boy.
Like, you know, straight up.
Just no T-Rexes, please.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so 50 Cent, I guess Suge's right, because 50 Cent is kind of open because he calls his own son a bitch. Like he don't fuck with his own kid, and he publicly drags his own kid.
Yo,
So
he's not the first parent. Hopefully he'll be some of the last, but some people don't have the rosy relationship that other people do with their parents.
Cool,
you know what I'm saying?
But you don't have to say this guy's a bitch to 50 million followers.
Yeah, no, that's that part. But that's something he got to work on. That's none of that's.
What he did recently.
That's on him.
He did recently. His son, I think, recently graduated or something and did invite him, and he was like, "Yo, he didn't get the invite." And then they asked 50 Cent, "Would you have went?" He said, "Of course." You know what I mean? So I don't know which kid that was of his or whatever, but he said, "Yeah, of course I would have went or whatever." And at the end of the day, shout out to Eminem too, because his daughter just got married. You know, and think about that. As wild as he was involved in his family and songs and doing things like that, eventually you're grown as hell, and your kid is married like this dude who's like 7 feet tall. Now, if you see the picture, he's mad tall. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like you grown. This is where we at now, man. Like, look at him. For all the shit with Eminem, the biggest shit that always came out about him was just using drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or being on shit. You know what I mean? There's not nobody running around talking. He told enough stories about himself and music where motherfuckers would be like, yo, okay. You know what I mean? But that's where it's left. You know?
The last thing about Diddy was they're going to now come for the celebrities that are liking his posts. I already see it happening on a small or putting comments in there. Diddy recently, yesterday, I think, made his thing private where you couldn't tag him or leave comments or anything.
Hey, think about this.
But they're coming for the Busta Rhymes. They're coming for like these big people, and I'm like, all right, here we go.
I try to tell people too, like, hey, so, yo, there was these people that were saying, calling him their friends, just, a year ago, whatever. I mean, Puff Daddy's my friend.
Yeah.
So because that came out, so he ain't your friend no more? Fuck yeah, he's still your friend. You know what I'm saying? All of them know that that's still like your friend, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, I had a friend close to me, and this dude used to smack up women and shit like that, but never around me. So that's not facilitated. Like, I wouldn't facilitate no dumb shit like that. So dudes that around that, like, I couldn't even be comfortable, like, say me, hypothetically, me, DLU, and we're all chilling up there and he just slaps you. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I wouldn't be those. And there's a lot of these side dudes, too, that are like that. Yo, that bitch said that wild shit, man. And then just keep it moving. Yeah. Drinking, smoking, doing whatever they doing. See, that's why it's like, yo, that's your boy. That's how your boy get down. You know he get down like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No secret. A million-yard party with dude, whatever. You know, we're gonna let itself play out. We probably did it enough on the segment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
I'm more of a trip down the stairs.
You just stand by. You know what I mean?
Good thing I got good balance now.
So, all right. Well, I guess it's time for Stupid as Hell, I guess. If it's not P. Diddy, who could it be?
First of all, I'm going to run through this real quick because I got to, make like salt and
shake.
Dash. But anyway,
Dash.
Oh, okay.
Yo.
Yo. I never heard that one. Yeah.
That boy said shake. Oh, shit. Yo,
it works.
Salt shaker. Hey, she answered that way because that's the cook in you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a dash of salt.
That's the chef.
Let me get a dash of salt in there, whatever. It needs about a dash more.
She's a cook.
But you're like, you're putting it on. That's the DL in you. You're like, yeah, give us salt. But first and foremost, we are now, I told people too, we're in the NBA playoffs right now. And the Eastern Conference, we have the Celtics against the Pacers. The Celtics pulled out an overtime game last night because Pace was mad dumb. But I still don't feel like the Celtics are going to run through them. I'm pretty sure. But they're up 1-0. On the other side, Minnesota got past Denver, who was last year's reigning champ.
Yep.
On the strength of their team, and Anthony Edwards, the 7-footers, Gobert, and Big Cat Towns, and Mike Conley and the rest of them. So they pulled that off. That was an upset. So they'll be going against Dallas with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. They'll be going against them. And over there, that game actually starts in a little while.
So
from now.
I got 10 seconds to add on to that. I want to shout out the New York Knicks. You guys, they had a fantastic season. It's the best season they've had in 25 fucking years.
Thank you for that.
The injuries got them.
Yeah, the injuries got them. I wasn't, it's been a tough couple decades. That was a great season. One game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. You can't, that was great. So, congrats.
Hey, I want to agree with you too, because for speaking on them, like I said, they had some big injuries, including their star, Jalen Brunson. Shout out to him, man. I seen his father play in high school, and when he was in the pros, I actually attended a New York game when I guess Jalen probably was a baby from seeing that about 30 years ago. Maybe 28 years ago, I went to a game, and his pops was there. He was out on injury or something, and we were watching the game with my man Danny. Whoever you are, Danny, I haven't seen you since then. So it was great. So right now I'm looking for, I told people Minnesota would beat Denver, so kudos to them, but I'm looking for them against the Celtics in the finals, and we'll go from there.
All right.
But this week, on Stupid as He's More, like my man Guru used to always say, we had the ease more talk. Shiz more for Riz more. That was my dude. Stupid as Hell this week.
Stupid as Hell.
Is Austin. I don't want to say his last name. See, I had that on my fizz, man. Well, I think his name was Austin Crotex or something. I don't know. I gotta look it up now. See, shit. So anyway, Austin, that's his first name.
Yeah.
This dude was got busted with 12 other guys in a sting operation for He was going to have sex with a minor, what he thought was a minor. He was a relief pitcher for the Red Sox about 2 years ago. He appeared in 15 games.
Yeah, his name is Austin Maddox.
Yeah, Austin Maddox. Thank you.
Yeah.
Austin Maddox. You really, when he went in, now here's the crazy shit. I don't know if you guys ever saw Catch a Predator or whatever, and the guy comes in and then someone walks out from behind the closed doors.
Yeah.
This dude, as soon as he opens the door, they tackled the shit out of him.
See, we're watching it right here. Yeah. Oh shit, they really get.
You know what I mean? So that shit was crazy too, because why did all of them tackle him like
It was
that?
like 20 of them, Big Shug, that
That's what I'm
bum rushed
saying.
them.
Hey,
hilarious.
it looked like they were leaning up against the door, and when they opened it, they all fell out, right?
Man,
So Austin Maddox is Maddox, right?
yeah, Austin Maddox. Yeah.
So the reason why I'm saying
27 men apprehended him. I just read it.
27 men.
huh?
27 men, Big Shug, apprehended him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're watching
So
it right here.
I say he's stupid as hell, not because you got a problem, you want to have sex with minors.
Dang.
But today, and this day's time, with all those TV shows and all this other shit, you really think that you've been talking to a real 14-year-old kid on the phone computer, and you drove there, right? And you thought, well, okay, it's gonna be fine, and you got it like no one else got it. Tackled by several motherfuckers like he was a running back. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
It said
it's
Kanan
simple
got
and
involved
stupid.
too.
yeah, we're watching. We're
And he,
dang.
Austin Maddox, right now, I think he has a $300,000 bail. He might be released as of now, but it's just so stupid to think that was real. That's what makes him stupid. You obviously have a problem.
It's a sickness.
So yeah,
though.
we know
It's
that.
It's a
But the fact that you really thought you was gonna go in there, and they gave you what you was funking for. You know what I'm saying? So this week, Austin Maddox, and for many weeks to come,
For
You're
the rest of
stupid
your
as hell.
life.
and that's it. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
dang.
Hey,
I wonder.
on another note,
Disgusting.
it just made me want to. I seen this online. Yo, this is a good one. So there was this big black guy. I forget his name, but he came. He did the same thing, and it was a youthful-looking undercover cop, right? And when he opens the door, he's a big dude. He's bigger than me. He's a big dude, and he's like, "Yo, come here."
How tall are you again, Big Shug?
6'3".
So he's
Right.
bigger than
270.
6'3".
270. So he give me a hug. He kept wanting to hug the girl. So then he said he told her he played whatever game they played, some fighting game. So they sat down. He keeps on looking.
They
Yo, I
just
want to
don't-
get to it with him. He's trying to get to it. So boom, while he's playing, then two cops and the dude who does this show comes out. Now your boy's fucked, right? He's like, oh man, I didn't. Yo, I'm not. You can see his face. If you could see that, my son knows the dude's name, but if you could see his face, you'd be like. So the dude says to him that's doing the show, I'll let you go if you can beat me in this game. That it's one of the Mortal Kombat type fighting games. And he said, oh man, he said, you said you're pretty good. Like, you know, so
Forward high punch.
right?
Forward high punch.
Let's
go.
So then they sit down, they're playing. So dude plays the sucker role and lets your man whip him out, right? So he beats it. He says, okay, you got it. I'm getting warmed up. He said, then you're pretty good. Then he's an expert, the dude, like that's doing the show. So the next kid, he beat the hell out of him with his character, like quick as hell.
Damn.
Your man drops the remote, whatever, and he's just like, all right, man. Like he's
Controller, wow.
But it was so stupid. It was so stupid
He's
too for him to
disgusting.
say
Stupid and
when
disgusting.
the dude says to him, if I win, if you win, I'll let you go. Dude, you knew something had to be behind that shit. You know what I mean? So, but Austin Maddox this week, stupid as hell.
Yeah, I wonder if there'll ever be anyone so stupid that we give them stupid as hell, and then the next week we're just like, you know what? That shit was so stupid last week that he's
you
still
stuck on that.
He's still stupid as hell.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
the guy who
that
fought Mike
motherfucker's
Tyson on the plane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, He's as stupid as they come. And I was just thinking about this, so before I get out, I just want to shout out
emotions.
MC.
Not sometimes, a lot of times, we need to just try to take control of our emotions, so we don't end up in these situations.
I'm gonna take. I just want to give a shout out to MC Hammer.
Shout out to MC Hammer. Hell yeah.
Nothing. I just seen a couple of posts with him dancing. He still can do his thing and whatever. But it just reminded me of a time. So Guru's son, his nephew, Premier, and myself appeared on BET Awards, right? And there's a ton of people there. Premier spoke, and we got up there with him. And one person stood up the whole time. Why? Because this was almost like a memorial eulogy. Yeah. This little moments that we had to speak, whatever. And out of all the people, no matter how big they were, whatever, MC Hammer was the one who says, only one. They stood up the whole presentation. Yeah.
Wow.
And I always respected, and maybe when I just seen that, how much I respected that, because I was like, wow, he could have been Eagle Man or whatever, but first of all, he knew Guru too, like, whatever. But he that was real. Like, everybody should have been like that for that situation, whatever. But I mean, I just always remembered that. So wherever you are, shout out Hammer, And if I was a cornball, I'd be like, don't hurt him. But anyway, yo.
That was a good one.
You say have no purpose, so don't make them.
Don't make them.
Don't make them.
Hey, if the money's not yours, don't take them. No.
Definitely.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
you find it on the floor and you walk credits across the street.
I find it in someone's pocket and they're not using it, take it.
That is not what I said. It's dangerous, though.
Yo.
If it's like in your dresser drawer, what the hell is it there? I'm going to take it.
Hey.
You know what? I remember.
Hey.
Like he said, you have no purpose.
Time is a kid. Hey. You know how Father Time is, it can't be beat. And as soon as we end the show, I know y'all about to go eat. So, listen.
That's the truth.
Remember, when we grow, we glow. So we're gonna continue to be here.
Yeah.
It was short and sweet. Pause.
Just like me.
This week. You know what I mean? And but we appreciate
on
y'all.
My compliment.
Keep on coming back. We're gonna always give you more than what you funking for. Right here, the Danger Zone Podcast. I'm out.
We out here. Peace.
On my dark days.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular.
Man.
Ran up in spots and clapped on a regular. Took big fat ass stacks from the register. No matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't measure them. Hard out.